Welcome to my channel. This is my last request for the day. And when I saw this one, I did a double take. I actually had to go check because I couldn't believe it was true. But the name of the group is It's a Beautiful Day. And the name of the song is White Bird. I would have thought it would have been exactly the opposite. So what do I know? This was requested by Alex B. on the 18th of July of 2026, and it's the second highest vote getter. Before we get into the music, though, I got to thank you for coming. Thank you for everything that you do for my channel. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for coming. I just appreciate it so much. Thank you. I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song that I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that makes any sense and is relevant. And I put the link to the reaction request form and to the voting form as well. Those are on my website, so if you don't have an account on WordPress.com, go get that first because you have to be logged in. And then you can make one request each day, one reaction request, and you can vote 3 times each day. You can vote 3 times for one song or 1 time for 3 songs. Your choice. I live stream on Sunday for 4 hours, beginning at 6 p.m. UTC on Rumble. So if you come to Rumble on Sunday at 6 p.m. UTC and you put a request in the chat, I'm going to react to it live. And I live stream on Fridays at 12 a.m. UTC on YouTube. I call that God Talks. I talk about the Bible, about Christian living, about walking by the Spirit. I take questions from the chat, try to answer them, and I take prayer requests as well. So if you're interested in that, stop by my channel, YouTube, at 12 a.m. UTC on Friday. So this is It's a Beautiful Day performing White Bird.
Winter's day in the rain, white bird in a golden cage, alone. The leaves blow across the long black road to the darkened sky in its rage, but the white bird just sits in her cage, unknown. White bird must fly, she will die. and she must fly. She must fly. She must
Or she will die. They didn't finish. That was so weird. They didn't finish the end. I was expecting that. That's weird. That was, if you were paying close attention to that, the guitar playing in that was excellent. It was very understated. It was not, right out front, but it was there and it was supporting the music and it was very well done. I noticed that. This is an old song. It's been around a long time. In fact, it's been around since 1967. So it goes back to my college days. Wow. That's really something. That was a time in music. That was a time back then. There were a lot of really interesting groups and a lot of interesting music being made back in those days. In some ways, maybe better than it is now. I don't know. Not all of them. There's some that are just as good or better. But there was a lot of good groups. Jefferson Airplane, Grateful Dead, Mothers of Invention. You've probably never heard of those. The Doors, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones. I'm forgetting some, I'm sure. I mean, there were so many. And it was a very interesting time in music. They call it the psychedelic era. I don't know, maybe this song Maybe this song has a psychedelic side to it. I have to go check that out. Because it could, because of that time in history of what was going on. Maybe the white bird is cocaine or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to check that out, like I said. Anyway, I've come to the end of the day, and I have to say goodbye. But before I do, I want to pray for you that God will give you the greatest night of rest you've ever had in your entire life, and that tomorrow will be the greatest day you've ever had in your entire life. And then the day after that will be greater, and the day after that will be greater. And by the time you look back on your life, you'll say, this was fantastic. I pray that for you. I pray that for every person that you love. So, until tomorrow, this is the Vietnam Era Vet, signing off.